Big breath, everyone. Exhale it out and surrender everything that you are to who you really are and whose you really are. Ah, happiest day, of my week, of my month, of my year, of my life is to be absorbed in the highest wisdom with all of you. Wise, inspiration, sweet, divine, Om. That's an acronym for wisdom. Wise, I, intuition, S, sweet, D, divine, Om. So I'm so happy that thank you. Yeah, warriors of light. Oh, I bow to each of you, oh, warriors of light. And I'm so happy that we get to explore here on November 1st. November 1st, All Souls Day. On the calendar, if you you might have seen a thing pop up said it's American Indian Heritage Day. There's a third thing. It's called Enter the Ashram Day. 1974. On this day, I went in to be saved by my guru. I think he already saved me lifetimes ago, but that was this is the kicker right here. So 48 years ago, special day, All Souls Day. So we bow to the soul that you are. Hello, beloved. I'm so glad to see you. And this is an important subject because as I think Lisa posted something that she reposted from the Soul of Yoga, and wow. And I read this morning, and it's perfect for this morning. It's a little quote from Buddha. 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Relatively, the truth has been hidden from us for countless lifetimes. So the Buddha says it's not long hidden. The truth. Relative. It's relative, right? However, when you start to see the light at the end of the tunnel, nothing matters anymore. All the suffering from all those many lives doesn't matter. But you'll only realize that when you realize that. You know what I'm saying? When you have the experience. To those who have had the experience, no explanations necessary, says Admiral Byrd, and those who have not, no explanations possible. So your little mind, since it's been, eclipsed in this great Maya delusion, glued. We have no clue because we're glued to the Maya delusion. It's just going to say, no, this isn't possible at all. Not at all. And your soul is saying, what? What? Come on, this is all there is. And we are seeing that light, the light of cosmic consciousness, the light of all-pervading presence, the light that right here, right now, you're 100% one with spirit, and spirit is you, and you are spirit. End of game, in bliss, oneness, ecstasy for forever. No more memory of earth life at all. So, having said all of this morning, good morning. And we're going to start on a brand new verse, 24. We're on chapter 7, book 2 of Yogananda's God Talks with Arjuna, the Bhagavad Gita. Classic teaching of the East, like the Bible in the West. So I swear on a stack of Bibles and I swear on a stack of Gitas, right? Probably in India, if they have a court of law, they have probably, you have to, swear that you're going to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. And you're putting it on the Bhagavad Gita. How's that? All right. So verse 24. This thing is, I don't know about you, but I think it's the same because we are so connected, so vibing together. But this Gita just gets more and more like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Where who knows how many lifetimes it was, what? I don't know. I don't have time for that. But now we're going, what? Yes. It's starting to illuminate us. Our soul is waking up just by the effort of you being here. It has a lot to do with it. A real lot. So here it is. Men and women without wisdom. See, of all thy getting, get wisdom. I'm pretty sure that's what that guy who said, of all thy getting, get understanding. You know, the wise guy, Solomon. That what he meant was get wisdom. And so I made an acronym this morning. It's wise, W-I, inspiration, S, sweet, D, divine. And then the last two letters of the word wisdom is Om. Get home. Oh, go home. So men and women without wisdom consider me, the unmanifest, as assuming embodiment. So big. It's all we think about is embodiment. We don't say the word, but all we think about, look at, see all the time is bodies. So men and women without wisdom consider me, the unmanifest, as assuming embodiment, like a mortal being taking a form. This universe, Miss America. You know, we're idols. We're worshiping false idols when we see forms like that. That's only so skin deep. It's so superficial, right? If you could only see the light that we all are, you'd never, ever, ever look at a form in the same way. You know, as Krishna says in the little Song of India, the song Celestial by Sir Edwin Arnold, that little book is so beautiful. He said, slay the fond shapes, says Lord Krishna, slay the fond shapes that would betray. Slay. How do you slay it? Well, we're going to learn about that today. Slay is just not what it seems like it's going to be, because it's like trying to see behind the shadows of form. But we don't think they're shadows. We take them as, ooh, the real deal, Miss Universe. You know, look at that, right? So not understanding. So like a mortal taking a form, assuming that we assume the embodiment of spirit is this form, not understanding my insurpassable state, my unchangeable, unutterable nature. God, we're so on the surface of life, practically all the time. In the first words that coming up from Yogananda, we have to be detached from our outlook, looking outward, if we want to recognize, hello, beloved, I am here. So here's a song from Hafiz that kind of sums up our morning. There I bow my head at the feet of every creature. There I bow myself at the feet of every creature. This constant submission and homage of kissing God all over. Someday every lover will do this constant submission and homage of kissing God all over. Someday every lover will do. Someday every lover will do. There I lay myself against the beauty of each form. There I lay myself against the beauty of each form. For when I lay my heart close to any object, I always hear my friends say, "Beloved, I am here." Oh, when I lay my heart close to any object, I always hear my friends say, "Beloved, I am here. Beloved, I am here." I'm here, I'm here. Beloved, I am here. I'm here, I'm here. Beloved, all I am here. And kissing God all over. Someday every lover will do. Kissing God all over. Someday every lover will do. I am here. Beloved, I am here. I am here. Beloved, I am here. Kissing God all over. Kissing God all over. The omnipresent Spirit. We're on holy ground right now. No, do you not know that God is living in this temple of you right now? Don't you know? We're starting to see the veil, the shroud start to tear apart. All right, Yogananda's commentary. Wisdom is the key here. Of all thy getting, get wisdom. Because we're talking wisdom because we don't have really the experience yet. It's going on trust, faith, and wisdom. Wow. That's all it is. And yet we're still stuck in seeing form and being a form and not, making opinions about the form. And yet trust, faith, wisdom can bring you up and give you that viewpoints, that vantage point, right? Where your soul starts to say, "Hey, thank you for letting me have a moment here so I can give you the vision that it ain't the mountain at all, that spirit. Oh, your wife, your husband, your kids, your dogs, your pets. Oh, yeah, let me give you the vision. It's the same thing. It's the beautiful light of cosmic consciousness, the light of spirit. Oh, this rock that you just tripped on and bleeding your foot. Yeah, same thing. Let me show you. Let me show you. It's the light of spirit. But mostly, I think it's the spouse thing or the family thing, not the form, the light of spirit. There I bow my head. Holy ground, talking to a family member who you haven't agreed with ever. And all you do is, don't agree. But you don't have I agree to disagree. You just don't agree. And there's just a low vibe and it's not fun. And it's just like, oh no, it's so human, right? It's so on the surface of what is really, really true. But now you can say, beloved, I'm so glad to see you. Because you are in that form. So Yogananda's commentary, ignorant devotees who have visions of lesser deities in meditation. But we could say ignorant devotees who have visions of ordinary people doing ordinary things in a mortal way completely oblivious of how divine they are. Do not know that all those forms are merely temporary, meager manifestations of the essentially unmanifested spirit. Meager manifestations, the rough cut, just on the surface of just the outer, furthest most place from the heart of spirit. Meager manifestations of the essentially unmanifested spirit. They concentrate on the finite forms of the infinite God. What are we focused on? The finite forms of the infinite God, and thus in their minds limit themselves and limit God and limit the other and anyone you're looking at. As unseen vapor can be condensed into water and frozen into an iceberg, so the invisible, impersonal God can be projected into form by devotion's frost and worshipped as a personality. However, a devotee is foolish if he limits God to that form and forgets his omnipresence. We're all fools. Would you rather be in heaven with a bunch of fools or in hell with a wise person? Yogananda suggests hell with a wise person. Because you could rise above the heat, man. The flames won't touch you with the wisdom, right? But you could be in heaven, which we are, but we don't see it. It's unmanifested essential spirit bliss, right? And be in hell. However, a devotee is foolish if he limits God to that form and forgets his omnipresence. Forget the light in your wife's husband, children, the opposite party, people, the things you don't like. In fact, boy, this world is getting really clear, isn't it? It's just as obvious. Hate. Hate versus love, right? A great master, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa, who saw God constantly as Mother Kali, conversing often with her, later said, he saw the mother, like Yogananda saw the mother when he prayed all night and said, I'm not leaving this spot, Ma, until you come to me. But later, Ramakrishna said, and I'm sure Yogananda had to do the same thing. I had to destroy that finite form of my mother with the sword of wisdom. Wise, inspiration, sweet, divine, Om, 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 Om. That's our magic wand. When you see a person, Om, Om, wise wisdom, let them dissolve right before your very eyes into the light. You might want to close your eyes and just kind of not see with the sharp vision, the sharp, delusive vision, and just see them as a blur. And then poof, Om, Om, into the light. They become the light. How's that for a technique? How's that to pull out your sword of wisdom right there, or your lightsaber? I had to destroy that finite form of my mother with the sword of wisdom to behold her as the formless infinite. That's why anyone to say this is the only way, he's the master that you should worship, the avatar, the Lord, is missing the point here. Because the whole point is that it's formless, infinite, omnipresent, everywhere, everything is the same. From the worst person to the most holy person, so to speak. We're the ones from the limited side, living on the surface, make those kind of comparisons, right? We think that there's the good people and the bad people, and then some people's good people are the bad people that the other people are wishing were good people. You know what I'm saying? So maybe listen, I want to read to you before we move on, because I think this is really essential. We haven't had a Jesus calling, but this is a good one, and it really was yesterday's. Learn to listen to me. Learn to listen to me even while you are listening to other people. Man, how can you listen to God when you're always judging the other person and have your own agenda and can't wait to say what you're saying, not even hearing what they're saying? And if you hear what they're saying, you're judging it. So learn to listen to me even while you're listening to other people as they open their souls to your scrutiny. Anybody you talk with today. But look at your wife, husband, and the people you talk to every day. As they open their souls to your scrutiny, you are on holy ground. As they open themselves up to communicate with you, you are on holy ground. You need the help of my spirit to respond appropriately. We just blah. Everyone's blah. Phew. You need my help to respond appropriately to this divine being. There I lay my head against the beauty of each form. When I lay my heart close to you, I always hear my friends say, "Hello, beloved, I am here." How dear is that? You need the help of my spirit to respond appropriately like that. Ask him to think through you, live through you, love through you. My own being is alive within you in the person of the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit, yes, the Holy Spirit, he's already alive within you, is as you. You want him to live through you, love through you, because your own being is alive within you as in the person of the Holy Spirit. If you respond to others' needs through your unaided thought processes, hello, that's a constant, isn't it? When you respond to others through your unaided thought processes, you offer them dry crumbs. You wonder why people just don't like people, and they're not the happiest people in the world. They're the most confused and mad people in the world. Because it's just dry crumbs. Here, take my dry crumbs. Here, take my dry crumbs. No, I'm dying. I'm starving. Can't you give me some real food? Food of the spirit? Fruit of the loom? Come on. When the spirit empowers your listening and speaking, my streams of living water flow through you to other people. Be a channel of my love, joy, and peace by listening to me as you listen to others. I told you, I was so happy that you are here. I just see Narayan on the chat. I know Vinny popped on. Where are the Clarks? What happened? Are we all on the same wavelength here? It seems like it's working pretty good to me. And then in Exodus, these little quotes from the Bible, do not come any closer, God said. Do not come any closer. You know, Yogananda would not allow people with moods, low vibes, to even come into his room. Not to mention that if you got too close to him in a personal way, he always would just kind of like what Ramakrishna had to do. He had to let go. He had to let go of the form and see the mother as the formless. So Yogananda wanted everyone to see him, and he said, I help you more when I'm gone from this body. So he wouldn't let anyone get personally close from that human limited way. So do not come any closer, God said. Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy ground. This person is holy ground. Everything is holy ground. The omnipresent, invisible, intangible, essentially all-pervading spirit. Oh, all-pervading spirit. Poem from Yoga. Oh, all-pervading spirit. The breeze of your inspiration has banished all clouds. The firmament of my mind is clear. With purified eyes, I behold everywhere, everywhere, only thee. The purified eyes, God bless. I behold everywhere, only thee. Oh, all-pervading spirit, the breeze, the sunshine of your joy penetrates to the innermost depths of my being. And with the hunger, with the hunger, with the hunger of ages, I feed upon thy light. I feed upon thy light. Oh, I feed upon thy light by thy grace and by my constant wakefulness. May this bliss, may this bliss be mine forever and ever. May this bliss be mine. The hunger of ages, just behind this veil, just behind your thoughts, just behind your emotions, just behind your opinions, just behind your to-do list, just behind what's happening, what you thought in the past, even earlier this morning, now, and what could happen later. It's just pure spirit. Just let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. If you want to see this veil really disappear once and for all, let it be. And put your whole heart, mind, strength, and soul on the unseen, invisible, and see the ones that you're worshiping that have forms and this and that. But please remember the invisible, intangible, all-pervading spirit. And you know what happens? Here's another poem from Yogananda. As I muse on thee. That's having an inner outlook. No, an inner look rather than an outlook, right? As I muse on thee, a thrilling, thrilling fountain spray, a thrilling fountain spray, lightning like spreads from my soul to all cells of my body. How about a lightning spray spreading from your soul to all cells of your body, saturating them with divine devotion, saturating them with divine devotion. My soul secret door suddenly opens, and oh, what bliss I feel at the sight of thy light. And oh, what bliss I feel at the sight of thy light. Big breath. Let go of the past, let go of the future, let go of even this present moment. Because behind the scenes, behind this moment, deep, all pervading, is what you were looking for. Beloved, I am here with you right now. Wow. Many devotees in India, for instance, limit their conceptions of Godhead to images of Krishna. They put an idol to sleep under sheets on the altar at night. This is cool. And awaken it by singing chants before it. This idol they put under sheets, and they wake up in the morning and they sing chants before it in the morning. Of course, this is my doodles. My doodles, they have a little form. Same thing. Right? Placing the image in a standing position on the altar. They lay food and fruits in front of the idol each morning. I feed the dogs every morning with all my love, and evening, and a symbolic act of feeding it. If a devotee performs such worship with sincere devotion, of course, God receives the spirit of love behind the offering. But a devotee who makes his worship too personal, yeah, go for the personal aspect, but that's only to get you to a certain level, right? So that you can go from the personal aspect, at least you're in love with the divine, to the impersonal, all pervading, which is really the most cosmically personal to each of us. But a devotee who makes his worship too personal obliterates the thought of God's impersonal, all pervading nature. You obliterate something when you get attached to it. So we want a detached outlook. I guess that coming up in the next verse. Detached outlook, all right? Because the all pervading spirit is the goal, is the sole reality. He who worships God merely as a finite form will not attain the this is what we're after right here, the transcendental divine union with his infinite nature. Anyone in the world interested in this on All Souls Day? Is anyone interested in having your soul reunite with the divine spirit, the maker of heaven and earth of you today? Raise your hands, huh? Anyone want to enter the ashram day? The ashram, in the heart ashram, in the temple of your heart, where you and the divine beloved can be forever in a divine union and the ecstasy of your heart. Anyone? Or we can talk about the American Indian heritage. No, good. Okay. That was verse 24, power packed. Chapters 7, page 699, in case you're interested in going back and reliving what we're experiencing right now and taking it to the next level, Okay. So this next section, the title is Perceiving the Spirit Behind the Dream Shadows of Nature. The shadow of seeing this person that you're maybe with right now as a shadow of the infinite light, the infinite joy. This shadow. Now you see yourself maybe limited. So you, one shadow to another shadow, and let's talk about something. Totally untruth, totally has no bearing on anything worthwhile and ever make you happy. And there's life. Like in Plato's cave, they're all watching the fires projecting these shadows. They don't know there's any light anywhere, and they're just in the cave for so long. And then they make up dream characters. They associate with them on the shadows on the wall, cave of the wall. And one day, someone said, "Wait a minute." Found a little crack of light, went out in the crack of light, found his freedom, came back and said, "Guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, children, listen to me." And they all said, "Don't have time. Listen to us." And they told their shadow stories. And told them, "Get out." So verse 25, in this section, perceiving the spirit behind the dream shadows of nature. Seemingly eclipsed by my own yoga maya, the delusion born of triple qualities in nature, the three gunas, I am unseen by men and women. The bewildered world knows not me. Oh, the new baby coming in today. Oh, no, the new baby. Jeez, holy ground, man. Don't even think you know. Don't even say it's yours. Holy baby, this baby has got a lot to learn here. And what are you going to do? Give her your shadow nonsense, your shadow thoughts, your shadow awarenesses, which aren't awarenesses, they're just absolutely ignorance. And, you don't have a clue because you're glued to the ignorance. I'm unseen by men and women, the bewildered world. And then to tell them out of the young is just whisper, this is not your home, darling. I'm not your real dad. I'm not your real mom. You come from a heavenly place. It's a great new divine Marvel movie, right? You come from another place. I'm not your dad. Don't no, no, no. We want to let you, we're gonna help you understand who you are. You're all powerful, all beautiful, and where you have come from, and who really is your divine parents. We want to show you that because this world is totally bewildered. And we won't be able to see the unborn and the deathless and the all-pervading spirit, which you are one with. Okay, Yogananda says, well, at one time he said, always keep your attention here at this. Remember, this is where God's being televised, or your Ishta is the word for this personalized image, by the way. Ishta. Your personalized Ishta gets televised here. This is the TV right here. This is where the light starts to, oh, I see the light. Until then, you can say, I see the light, but you don't. Because the trust, the faith, and the wisdom is saying, yes, it's here. So you see the light, but not seeing it. It's better to not have the experience and then to love God even more than you did before, than to have the experience and then kind of just, oh, yeah, I had the experience. I saw a little light. Oh, yeah, it's much better that you don't have the experience so that you can get busy and have the experience, right? Get in a humble way. Yeah. So the unchangeable, causeless, invisible. So Yogananda said, always keep your attention at the spiritual eye. How does you do that? Because your spiritual eye and your heart center are intimately connected. So if you want to be able to keep your attention at spiritual eye, get into your heart of love. Let it be. Let everything go. And just relax and know that I trust you, Divine Mother. I love you, Divine Mother. Thank you, Divine Mother. And say that over and over. You have the biggest worries going on in your heart today, in your mind today. Let it be, and say to Divine Mother as you just relax into your true self, into your heart center, I trust you. I love you. Thank you. And this thing's going to go, whoo! That's what Yogananda meant. That you're a lover of the invisible, intangible, unmanifest spirit, not giving in to the lesser gods or the ones that you're worshiping, not ever forgetting that it is the invisible, intangible, divine experience that we are after, right? But by being in the heart center, cloistered in your heart center, that's how we can be at the spiritual eye all the time. Because there, in your heart, and manifesting here, is the unchangeable, causeless, invisible light of cosmic consciousness. How's that? Uh, I wonder who else isn't typing into the chat this morning that might be here. Are we losing followers? Huh? The unchangeable, cosmic, invisible light of cosmic consciousness remains hidden behind the dream shadows of creation, unperceived by its countless dream entities. Hello, playmate. I am here. I am here, beloved. See that, Benny. Now you're showing up. You know how it lifts our hearts to know that you're here. Do you guys realize that showing up is not just 80% of success? It's 100%. And then I'm saying, Brooke Susan, I'm here on LSD. Hello. It just made my heart just go woo, fill up, overflow. And I'm sure it made the Clarks. It made Ryan's. Ryan was feeling she was solo here. That's okay, because she'll get enough love in her heart to share with all of you anyway. But then when Lisa came on, our love doubled. And then when 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 Benny showed up here and in the chat, then all of a sudden it tripled, and now Brooke Susan we're quadrupled. That's why we're on LSD together. I'm taking you on a trip with me. Baby, I'm on LSD. I'm taking you on a trip with me. 'Cause baby, I'm on LSD. Love, saturated devotion. It's the very best high. It alters your state of mind and puts you right in line and aligns your heart with the divine and aligns your heart, baby, with the divine. Let's get high on love. Let's get high on LSD. Let's get high on love. Let's get high on LSD. Love saturated devotion. Love saturated devotion. Love saturated devotion. Love saturated devotion. Thank you for putting LSD up there, Brooke. It just inspired me. These songs are not copyright, so if anyone wants to use them, you can. Without my permission, you can make them into get a professional and have it professionally done. It's all right with me. You don't even have to ask permission. But look at Jennifer Fitting come out of hiding. Right? Look at this is what the day we come out of hiding. Hide and seek day. Right? We're discovering the beauty of each soul today. It's All Souls Day. When you show up, it's the beauty of each form, man. And Brooke, and then you show up. Now we're 4 times. We're like an extract. We're how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 1 potency of our hearts and our being. Just more powerful, more aware, more seeable with that divine eye and that intuitive imagination, right? More seeable. Thank you. Thank you. This is that now, I don't know. This is all a little kind of a little sampling that our soul's giving us to say if we can magnify this and feel this way for everything and everyone in the world more and more, bang. Because there's a lot of countless dream entities out there that are sound asleep and live in a nightmare. Only a few wise men and women. Here's where I got that thing I said earlier. Only a few wise men and women detached in their outlook. I wanted to call this dream detached in your outlook. And I think I forget now even what I called it. Does anyone remember what I called this dream? Oh, the sword of wisdom. Yeah. Yeah, the sword of wisdom. He says we have to slay the fond shapes that would betray. Only a few wise men and women detached in their outlook and totally absorbed in their inner sanctum of heart ecstasy and awakening, right? Only a few wise women and men detached in their outlook by the practice of yoga ecstasy. Ecstasy, ecstasy, you and me. We're hearts in ecstasy, ecstasy across the sea. We're hearts in ecstasy, ecstasy, you and me. We're hearts in ecstasy, ecstasy across the sea. Wave after wave of divine. Crashing, crashing on the shores of our hearts. Breath after breath of divine. crashing, crashing on the shores of our hearts. Love keeps rolling eternally. Wave after wave of ecstasy. Let's keep rolling eternally. Wave after wave of ecstasy. We're hearts in ecstasy, ecstasy, you and me. We're hearts in ecstasy, ecstasy across the sea. So those few wise women and men, detached in their outlook, absorbed wave after wave, breath after breath inside the heart. By the practice of yoga ecstasy, look up into the spiritual eye, and through its omnipresent vision, see the pure spherical cosmic being. So you got to be hearts in ecstasy. If you want to see for all today and feel that all are getting happier today, that they are less stressed and all that beautiful stuff, because you are all, and all is you. This is what we do. We look up to the spiritual eye, and through its omnipresent vision, see the pure spherical cosmic being, the manifested power of the unmanifest spirit, not only in us. You're not only trying to do it, all souls are trying to wake up. Whether you know it or not, whether you're ready to or not, doesn't matter. Oh, I'm not ready for this yet. Oh, yes, you are. You better believe you're ready for this, right? It's All Souls Day every day, right? And your soul, you can't keep it hidden, you know. You can, just like the sun and the moon, you can't keep hidden, and your soul bliss you can't keep hidden. Can't keep hidden, might as well bring it out. That's why you come into the stream like this. It's a little sampling of what it feels like when we're quadruple times to the fifth or sixth, power. 6 to 1 extracted. Woo! Then he knows what that stuff like when you extract a certain tincture or something. Woo! You take a lower dose, that's for sure. Meaning that when we have a higher connection to each other, a more and more oneness in the heart with each other, it takes less time and less effort to experience this ecstasy of our hearts. Start slow. Perfect. Less is more. Add that one, Benny. Yeah, I'm learning all about that with my herbs. Soul Rebels Ensemble. Okay. You look up to the spiritual eye through its omnipresent vision, see the pure spherical cosmic being, the manifested power of the unmanifested spirit that produces within its heart. Now, even the big, great spirit, invisible, intangible, certainly doesn't have the thing, the physical heart, but it has the big heart, the omnipresent heart. It produces in its heart the technique-colored motion pictures of all life. Love, joy, bliss is the reason for this. Everything in its essence is that. No need to cry as much as we cry. No need to grieve as much as we grieve. When I smile, another poem from Yogananda. Love smiles through me. When I cry, love weeps. When I walk, love is walking me. And when I wake, love breathes me. When I smile, love smiles through me. When I stumble, love is sure. When I die, love is my life. When I die, love is my life. And then I added this. So jump right on. Let's sail away, 'cause love and presence is our love boat. Jump into the loving presence inside your heart and watch the technicolored motion pictures of all the craziness and the madness and the unbelievable earth stuff. Shadows believing they are real. Shadows upon shadows in delusion, in complete delusive shadows. Living this earth life, we get to witness all that from this omnipresent spherical light of spirit. Just as the shadows of motion pictures hide the beam that produces them, so God's light is hidden in the delusive scenes of life. God's light is hidden today in all this manifested stuff. And we take it in, we see it using our two physical eyes and their limited capacity. We hear it from a conditioned hearing, you're only going to hear what you want to hear. And the stuff that you don't like now is turned into hatred. It's just not like. It's not like you keep your emotions to yourself now. No. There's some slang going on around here, around that. And I hear about it, I go, what? Luckily for me, I get to live a lot now with uninterrupted peace, uninterrupted light, because I choose to. It's still not easy. If you had all the time in the world and everything, it was you knew that God was taking care of everything for you, it still wouldn't be easy, right? But so we go for it no matter what, no matter where we all are at. So today we could watch shadows motion pictures that are hiding the beam that produces them. So God's light is hidden in the delusive scenes of life, all shadowed by the three gunas, except, yeah, except, oh, I love that quote that Narayan, Ryan just sparks the bejeebies out of me. All of you do, really. We'll get to that in a second. God's light is hidden in the delusive scenes of life, all shadowed by the triple qualities, except to the uplifted, awakened, spiritual gaze. What a phrase. This is page 700. We're at the end of this verse 25, and we're probably going to end there because I'm feeling full to the overflow. And I know that you are too. Oh, you may not say you feel that. Yes. Yes, I feel it for you because I feel it for me and I am you. Okay? Except to the uplifted, awakened spiritual gaze of the sage, the cosmic beam and the spirit within it are invisible, unnoticed. So exceptions do exist. The uplifted, awakened spiritual gaze of the sage. All of this eclipsing, all of this ignorance, all of this delusion, the three gunas, all of it is exempt. One who wants to live so much in their heart that it just televises up here more and more the divine experience for you in whatever shape, way, or form that you want it to be. And that really is, you are an exception to being in hell again today. Whether you want to say it that way or not. But they asked Yogananda, sir, is there a hell? And he said, where do you think you are? Except to the uplifted, awakened spiritual gaze of the sage, the cosmic beam and the spirit within it are invisible, unnoticeable. So maybe that's why there's the saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Peace is in the eye of the beholder. The beholder, as you are held by the divine lover, and you are holding the divine lover in your heart center, then all you see is beauty. I dreamt and thought life was duty. I woke and realized that all life is beauty. There goes Vinny. We love you, man. Thanks so much. Wow. You really sparked the group, my brother. Keep sparking. So back to the one. Yeah. The love. One negates the hate, the hatred of of millions. Wow, don't I have a song like that? One soul who truly loves negates the hatred of millions. One soul who truly loves changes our world. This Gandhi quote. One soul who truly loves negates the hatred of millions. One soul who truly loves changes our world. Keep loving, keep loving, keep loving, keep loving. Oh, sometimes the words just don't come right there because you caught me. I hadn't thought of that song in so long. Through thick and thin, keep loving, people loving. Through thick and thin, keep loving, keep a loving through hell and high water. Keep on loving through thick and thin. Keep on loving through hell and high water. One soul who truly loves negates the. Now I've changed it all up. You got it. You got it. But this one I do want to end with this song here. And this is a uh, George Washington Carver quote, right? Oh, let's just pause for a moment, feel the bliss, feel the love, feel the oneness, feel the light, see the light. Thank you, Mom. Trust you. I love you. Thank you. And then we let it be, right? If you love something long enough, it reveals its secret to you. When you love something long enough, it reveals its secret to you. And it's so beautiful, so beautiful. And it's so beautiful. This magical moment, this magical moment, this magical moment of love. When you love something long enough, it reveals its secret to you. When you love something long enough, it reveals its secret to you. And it's so beautiful, so beautiful. And it's so beautiful, this magical moment, this magical moment, this magical moment of love. Big breath. Release yourself back to your true cosmic, invisible, divine nature as you exhale. Let your story be, let the scenes be, let the dream entities be. No past, no future, just the ever now. And it's coming up next week. Yogananda calls it many ways, but I never heard him say this before until I just read it this morning. Coming up in the next session, the ever now. Let it be. And everyone just rest in the ever loving presence. So it is. Thank you. Thank you, Divine Mother. Thank you, O Soul. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you, each of you. Thank you, all beautiful souls who are awakening on the planet. Thanks, all those who are still really in the cave, shadowing. That's okay. It's all okay. Let it be. Let it be. It has nothing to do with what we're up to. It has nothing to do with what the soul is up to. So let's don't have anything to do with it. Don't let it bother you, my dears. Don't be bothered by it. Go within and be loved, beloved, be loved. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for coming on. Namaste. And God bless.